Inside the AHSAA, your weekly look at Alabama prep athletics.
Welcome to the Alabama High School Athletic Association Weekly Update, heard exclusively on the Alabama High School Athletic Association radio network. I am Justin Clayton, and I bring this week's top stories from around the AHSAA. One of the state's pioneers will be honored Friday night at the Andalusia Headland High School football game set to be played at Andalusia High School. Richard Robertson, a legendary basketball coach in the AHSAA for the past 5 decades, is being recognized for his exemplary service. Executive Director Steve Savarese, on behalf of the Alabama High School Athletic Association and its member schools, will be on hand to present Coach Robertson a plaque honoring his distinguished service. Robertson, who recorded almost 800 career basketball wins in his fabled career, was one of the courageous leaders that helped merge the Alabama Interscholastic Athletic Association and the AHSAA into one thriving organization that now serves all schools and all students. He had 24 years of dedicated service on the District 2 board, served more than 2 decades as a member of the Legislative Council, and he served 11 years as a member of the Central Board of Control. He had 1 tenure as president of the Central Board. We thank him for his many outstanding contributions to the AHSAA, its member schools, and the thousands of student athletes whose lives have been impacted by his positive character and service. When we come back, we'll take a look at one high school still unscored on this season after 5 wins and some key games this weekend.
Russell Do-It Center and Russell Building Supply is locally owned and operated with over 30 years experience providing a wide array of lumber, building materials, hardware, electrical and plumbing supplies, paint, tools, and garden products. Our employees' superior product knowledge and top-notch customer service allows us to help select the best products that will work for you. We provide free product estimates and takeoffs, free local delivery, and ask about our price match promise. Russell Do-It Center and Russell Building Supply. Experience and knowledge from the pros.
What value would you gain working with Lee Marketing Group? With 4 divisions under one umbrella, Sign Source, Lee Apparel, R&B Media, and LMG Baker Advertising Agency, Lee Marketing Group offers a comprehensive approach. From logo design and branding to ad placement and everything in between, LMG can handle it all. For ease of time, cutting-edge, results-driven marketing campaigns, think LMG. Lee Marketing Group, your comprehensive marketing solution.
Pike County High School's football team has scored 271 points in 5 straight wins this season to sit atop Class 3A Region 2, tied with Daleville at 3-0 in region play. That computes to a 3A leading 54.2 points per game. But now for the rest of the story. Coach Fred Holland's Bulldogs, 5-0, have not allowed a single point in 2015. The only team in the state to accomplish that feat at this stage in the season. Last week, Pike County beat Barber County 58-0, scoring a touchdown on defense and on special teams to build a 52-0 lead by intermission. Holland turned over the second half to reserves as the Bulldogs grabbed the AHSAA Week 6 prep spotlight with their 5th straight shutout. Deshaun Cowling set the pace in the first half with touchdown runs of 84 and 46 yards on his first 2 official carries. The senior had 1 run of 40 yards sandwiched in between, called back for a penalty. He scored his final TD late in the second quarter on a 45-yard punt return. Michael Rumpf, a senior 5'5" linebacker, also recovered a bad Jaguars snap in the end zone for the final first-half TD. Holland's roster lists only 3 players over 6 feet. Fans who want to see the Bulldogs' swarming defense can tune into the NFHS Network Friday night when Pike County, a member of the NFHS Network school broadcast program, will host Wicksburg in a game to be broadcast live over the NFHS Network. The Bulldogs' performance edged out 2 super efforts by West Point running back Kobe Smith and Lafayette quarterback Jatavius Whitlow to earn the Spotlight top honor. Smith totaled 362 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns on 25 carries, including scores of 83 and 96 yards, in a 42-21 loss at Huntsville's Milton Frank Stadium to J.O. Johnson. The senior also had a late 70-yard sprint to set up his final TD and accounted for all but 48 of the Warriors' total yards in the setback. Whitlow quarterbacked his team to a 44-21 win over Woodland with an amazing performance that included 5 touchdowns 3 different ways. He had 9 carries for 176 yards and 2 scores, completed 6 of 12 passes for 124 yards and another TD, and also returned 2 punts, 55 and 48 yards for touchdowns to finish with 403 all-purpose yards. Other milestones from around the state: Jordan Bentley of Guntersville He joined an elite group of prep running backs by going over 5,000 yards rushing for his career as unbeaten Guntersville 6-0 down Etowah 21-20 in a key Class 5A Region 7 win over Etowah. Bentley had 29 rush attempts for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns to push his career totals to 5,075 rushing yards and 90 TDs. He currently ranks 3rd in the all-time AHSAA list for rushing touchdowns scored and is 31st in career rushing yardage with the rest of his 2015 season remaining. Jacksonville's Clark lands his 1,000th career win. Volleyball coach David Clark of Jacksonville watched his volleyball team defeat Jacksonville Christian at the Calhoun County Tournament last weekend. Clark's friend and chief rival Jimmy Lott of Guntersville notched the 500th match victory of his volleyball career with a Wildcats win against Alexandria last week. 2 players also reached personal milestones: Madison Sides of Spring Garden and Whitney Hinton of UMS Wright. Hinton recorded the 1,500th career dig in a match versus Daphne last weekend, and Sides posted her 1,000th career kill in a win over Gadsden City. Whitney Hinton of UMS Wright recorded career dig number 1,500 during a match against Daphne in Saturday's Battle for Old Shell Road tournament. Among this Friday's key games are more than a dozen that will be live streamed over the NFHS network by AHSAA member schools participating in the NFHS network school broadcast program. 1, Decatur 2-4 at Muscle Shoals 7-0 in 6A Region 8, which will be produced by the MSHS SBP team that earned Best Sports Broadcast in the U.S. last season. Decatur's SBP is also live streaming the contest. Arab and Albertville both will also be live streaming that Class 6A Region 7 battle at Albertville Friday. The complete list of games can be found at AHSAA.com and its NFHS network link. And on Friday night, tune into the AHSAA Radio Network Football Scoreboard Show, hosted by J. Jeff Coat and Luke Robinson. The complete list of stations carrying the Scoreboard Show can be found at AHSAA.com and AHSAARadionetwork.com. Until next week, this is Justin Clayton for the AHSAA Radio Network.